Hi, so you're thinking of booking a workshop with Dramatize, but how does it work? Well, once you've been in touch with our administrator and booked a workshop of a length of time that suits you, one of the actors from the company will be in touch with you. It could be myself, it could be one of my fantastic colleagues. We'll be in touch with you via email or on the phone. We need to know a thing or two about the students. How many are there in the class? What are their interests? What is their level of English? And we'd like to know if you have any ideas of a specific theme or a story that you'd like to work on during the workshop.
King John killed King John.
Not I!
Yes, but who killed King John?
Number 6 killed King John.
There are lots of options when it comes to deciding what to work on during a workshop. We have a database of lots of different plays that have been adapted especially for students learning English. Or perhaps you'd prefer for the students to devise their own story, to come in with their own ideas and to create a piece of theatre which is uniquely theirs. Anything is possible, and that's why it's important that we have a discussion before we come in. Before we get started with the workshop, you can prepare your students. You can simply tell them that a professional actor will be coming into their school, and we are all native English speakers. That's important. That's something important for the students to know and also for you to remember. We will only speak English to the students, and we will only speak English in front of the students. We also need to think about preparing the space. We are happy to work in any space. We're very happy to work in a classroom, which means we need to push to one side all of the chairs and tables. We'll get the students to help us. It makes it much easier. But if you do have a bigger space, perhaps a canteen or a library or an auditorium, then that's also fantastic. The very start of a workshop, so the first session, perhaps the first couple of sessions, will really be about getting to know your students and establishing a relationship with them based on games, fun and desire to learn. We do lots of games to begin with, ice-breaking games, team-building games, and then we start to introduce some important theatrical techniques. We use mime, improvisation, character, we discover emotions and also lots of chorus work. Part the way through the workshop, we will start to introduce a text, or perhaps we'll write our own text. How do we do that? Some of our actors prefer to come in straight away with this script and to hand those out and really get to grips with the words straight away. And other actors prefer to use a physical approach where we really get the characters into our bodies first before adding the language. Now, if you have a preference of one of these approaches, then don't hesitate to tell us that before the workshop begins. So now we're really getting into the story. We're becoming characters. We're learning how these characters move, how they talk, how they tell this story. And then we can begin a mise en scène and we can really stage something wonderful. Once we have an established play up and running, either working from an existing script or perhaps working from a script that they've written themselves, now we can really get down to the nitty-gritty bits of it and troubleshoot any problems that might arise. Towards the end of the workshop is really when we really start to troubleshoot all of these ideas and work together with your students to find ways to help them feel comfortable with this new experience to them.
Yeah, that's right. So he indicates these two, and it's you two that bring them on, okay? Is that clear?
Today we're doing group projects on the ancient Greeks. We're studying the sacking of Troy. Death to the Trojans.
Then we come to the end of our workshop, and we always like to finish with a presentation. That's something very important to us. It doesn't have to be a Broadway musical. It can simply be a work in progress to which we invite the class next door to come and see. Or if you prefer, it could be after school and the parents can come and watch. Or perhaps you would just like to film and to share it at your school's open day at the end of the year. But whatever it is, we really encourage that we give the students the opportunity to share this experience and to share this production that they have created. It's something that will really give them self-worth and will really leave them with a long-lasting memory of how they enjoyed learning English through theatre.
Where is the sugar, please? One big cappuccino, please.
Okay, yes.
Okay. I hate washing.
Father, by your leave, will you free and I will straight absolutely Mrs. May, your daughter?
That's really sad. That's going to be
And what
different.
I have to give you back? Nothing, unless you run their hair again.
Oi! Who are you? Where are the princes? I am a prince too, locked in Sawyer Moira Castle. These were my brothers. Please save me.
So now you have all this information. Don't forget that we can adapt any workshop to your needs. Perhaps you'd like 3 hours, perhaps you'd like 24 hours, perhaps you'd like to work on Shakespeare, perhaps you're not really sure. But whatever it is you want, we can definitely adapt to that. So please don't hesitate to drop us a line or send us an email and inquire about your ideas. We're looking forward to working with you.